what's up guys, it's your boy back again with a new video. I hope you guys enjoy. First of all, what do you think of my new setup? I finally done it. We finally moved into our new house on Tuesday, so that was the reason why I didn't have too many time to do a second video over the week leading up to, like, you know, NRL season, FPL season, all that sort of stuff. But I'm finally in my new house. Hope you guys enjoy this at the moment. It's not going to stay like this forever. I do plan on putting like a little two-seater couch or something there. And moving this to the side or something like that, but this will happen in the future. So I still got a couple of little things to put up on the walls around here, and a couple of other things to put around this sort of side. Anyway, comment down below your thoughts on the setup, and yeah, let's get straight into the video. This is going to be quick, simple. We got a couple of guys coming around, so let's get straight into the video. The first game of the weekend, we had the Roosters beating the Broncos 34-16. Top 3 fantasy performers, we had Angus Crichton with 79, James Tedesco with 68, and Nat Butcher was 66. Up next, we had the Storm beating the Titans 32-14 with top 3 fantasy performers from Cam Munster, 93, Harry Grant, 67, and David Fafita with 54. Next game, we had the Eels beating the Sea Eagles 36-20. Top 3 fantasy performers, we had Dylan Brown with 81, we had Clint Gutherson with 69, and we had Sean Lane with 67. Next game in Heartbreak City, we had the Rabbits beating the Warriors 48-10. Top 3 fantasy performers was Cam Murray, 94, Latrell Mitchell, 84, and Chloe Matangi, 62. And yeah, the Wars, they do it again. They disappoint again. It's just, yeah, great. Next game on your Saturday, we had the Panthers beating the Raiders 26-6. Top 3 fantasy performers, we had Dylan Edwards with 67, Isaiah Yeo with 65, and Hudson Young with 63. Next game, we had the Sharks beating the Dragons 24-18. Top 3 fantasy performers, we had Nico Hines with 89, Britton Nakora with 64, Jack DeBellin with 59. First game on your Sunday, we had the Bulldogs and the Cowboys. The Cowboys beating the Bulldogs 28-14. Top 3 fantasy performers, we had Matt Burton with 60, Luciano Leilua with 59, and Scotty Drinkwater with 59. And last game of the weekend, we had the Knights beating the Tigers 14-10. Top 3 fantasy performers, we had Joe Offahengawi with 74, and he's continuing a great season from him. Kalal Matangi with 67, and Jaden Brayley back in there with 60. So getting through our first final series with our 2 leagues coming up, we had in the Yellowstone League, we beat these guys. Nearly got me. 1,012-902. And in my game league, we beat the second place player 10-12-989. So pretty good first stint into the finals. YouTube League still sitting probably last. Casual League sitting first. 3,021st in the Warriors official. Nothing too crazy, but you know, if we can finish with the season really strong with this final series, I'm gonna be like ecstatic. This is how the team looked over the weekend. We had an overall score of 1,012. Complete overall score was 16,000. We're sitting around the 17,000 ranking. Round 21 rank, we had 9,300. So a lot of you guys are killing it this week. We got 1 trade left. Lucky I didn't make that last trade for, think about Brendan Smith, but it looks like Brendan Smith may be out with that little cannonball tackle. Who knows? So we'll have to see how that goes. We got 105k sitting in my salary cap. So if any of these guys get injured, I should be able to swap someone in. Or we could also look at someone we can trade in for Ponga, who's taking up a fair chunk of my cap there, 461k. So it wasn't the best move for him, but we keep moving on. So running for the team, we had James Tedesco with 68 points. Really good game from James. He was very controlling against the Broncos. The Broncos didn't look too great, but you know, the Roosters just took advantage of every sort of second of that game. Scotty Drinkwater 59, and Nico Hines with the big one, 178 on a captain. He absolutely brained it in this one. So happy to have him in the squad. I did think like Latrell maybe deserved a little bit more points for his end, but you know, it's good to have Nico. Then obviously I don't have Latrell, so I'm pretty happy with that one. My 2 centers, Isaac Tungo and Suwali, 28 and 43. Tungo didn't get as much ball as I was expecting. Well, I was hoping anyway. Without Cleary, they need to use their strike players as much as possible. And Cleary usually gets Tungo the ball as much as possible. Or Luai mainly gets him the ball a lot. But you know, this is something that we're gonna have to live with for the end of the season, mainly because you know Sullivan and Salmon is gonna be their halves pairing. So hopefully they can twist that around and really get him some ball. Suwali, really good performance from him. Got a lot more touches this week. He didn't really have the best week last week, but this is where I thought he was going to be sitting. So hopefully he hits those 43s up to 50s. My halves pairing actually did really well this week. So we had Cam Munster with 93. It was great to have Cam in there. He was seemed to me for me the best person to put in that position while Cleary is out. And when he got that fullback, man, like I was expecting massive scores from him, so I'm happy with that. Adam Dewey with 58, really great from him. He's been good for me the last 2 weeks. The first week I got him, he wasn't too great, but I'm happy that he's gotten to form. My edges, Tohu Harris for 44, probably his lowest score as a front rower last week. That whole Warriors team, I never want to see that team named like that again. Like, there was no way Wade Egan's a 5'8". I don't know. I love Stacey as a player. He's like one of my all-time favorite players. But yeah, that was just not on really. A lot of players playing out of position. Curran starting on the bench. We were just waiting to get smacked in that game. It was freaking horrendous. As I said, Dave Fafita made our top 3 fantasy performers in his game. Really good game from him without him having a massive game. This is what it is. Like, you know, everyone hates on Dave Fafita for not having those massive game every game and that. But when we take all that away, he's still a top 5 back rower in the comp. People just don't understand. Like, tell me the amount of back rowers that can do him on the best day ever. But then, like, you know, even then, take that away, he's still like just as good. Defensively, he's awesome. You know, he runs those really nice lines and stuff and causes the defense to really crunch in. I just wish the Titans used him better. That's all. Overall, I think he's a better player than what he's been used at the moment, but he's still a top 5 second rower. So I don't understand all the bad talk about him. He didn't choose his price tag. Murray, Papali'i, and Haas, both with decent scores. Murray with the biggest one out of the lot, 94. I'm happy to have him in the squad. Definitely traded up for him, and it's been paying off for the last couple of weeks. So massive score, 94. Hopefully he continues it on. Harry Grant was the 67. This is Harry Grant, so happy to have him there too, but you know, hopefully we keep these guys performing just as well coming towards the end of the season. Our bench, Reed Marnie with 31, Tamalolo with 34, Bolle with 43, a massive showing from Bolle. You know, he done really, really well. And Aaron Booth with that amazing, like that crazy injury. If you've seen it, check it out online. I think NRL Physio had it up or something, where his knee just buckled in. Like, it was pretty bad. So he's probably going to be out for a bit, or for the rest of the season and stuff. So you've been good for us, Boothie, and I hope the Titans continue with you coming like next year. Now, emergencies, only 2 players played. We had Fidel with 24. This is the way Fidel goes. And then Wishart with 27. Didn't play as many minutes in that like half role. He played more hooker, I think, coming in. I think Cooper Johns played more half in that game. So yeah, that's how the team went overall. I hope you guys enjoy. We did do a decent week of footy this week. It's the first time I've gone over 1,000 this year. I know it's been crazy. I haven't been amazing, but you know, it is what it is. New fantasy video hopefully coming out tomorrow. It'll be quick, short, sweet, and simple. We actually had a really good week in FPL, so I'm excited to give you guys that one. Lastly, make sure you comment down below what you think of the setup. Like and subscribe if you enjoy all this sort of stuff. We're going to be making videos like this all the time now. I'm really excited. And yeah, see you Wednesday for another fantasy football. Peace out.